Hey everybody, Brandy here doing my comments for my Stampin' Studio today. Today I am sharing with you all a product review of an adhesive that I just started trying and I absolutely love it and I thought I'd make a little video on it. It is the Gina K Designs Connect liquid glue and I absolutely love this. I'm going to flip the camera down and kind of show you what I do with it, all right? All right, so like I said, I picked up this Gina K Designs Connect glue about a week ago, and I've been using it with my card projects ever since. Now, I typically use the Tombow liquid mono glue, and you know, I love this product. The problem I find is that sometimes with this container, this bottle, it's a little bit difficult to control the amount of glue that comes out. Sometimes I feel like air bubbles come out and stuff, and so you know, it doesn't dry as well. And so when I found this, I had seen another YouTube video on it, and I loved how that you're able to control the amount of glue that comes out. And I think it's because it's more of like a pen as opposed to a bottle where it's kind of awkward. And so, for example, you know, you can control it so much that you can just put one little bitty dot down, and that would be enough to hold an embellishment, a sequence or something. And you know, if you wanted to, you could just glue a certain line out. I'll tell you one example I use it with is this particular die cut that I have. I want to glue the cake right behind this little cake plate or whatever you call that, and there's not a lot of room there to put glue down without it getting everywhere. So I decided to go ahead and try this, and I'm gonna try this on camera and we'll see if this works, because you know, you get it on camera and somehow it doesn't seem to work. But here we go. All right, so I just wanted a small bead, oops, got my finger in that, a small bead of glue right here, and you can see maybe, I don't know if you can see that or not. There you go. Just that fine little strip of glue, and I was able to control that with that pin. And so what I'm gonna do is just gonna lay this down there, and then there you go. And actually I think it's already dry, but I'm gonna let it sit there for a second. Now, one thing else I wanted to show you is that because it's liquid glue, it is positionable. And let's say we wanted to, you know, glue this piece of cardstock on on this other piece of cardstock. Well, what I would do is I would actually just put a small dot in each corner and maybe do a little X in the middle. Not much glue at all. And then when I put it on the paper, I can move it however I want. And sometimes this is helpful, especially when you're doing card bases, one right on top of each other, or card panels, and you've got a very thin margin to work with. And if you use the tape runner like this, then you run the risk of laying it down wrong, and then you don't have time to reposition it. Now, it's been probably 30 seconds since I put that down, and it is already dry. Oops, maybe not, maybe it needs a little bit longer. And the other thing you'll notice is that they do dry clear. Here is an example of two little dots. Let me see if you can see that. That I put on the paper, and they did dry clear, so there was no kind of white pasty you know, after color or whatnot. All right, let's go back and see if our paper, it is not moving. All right, let's look at our die cut. Yep, it's holding strong. And I don't have any excess glue on the back side there because I was able to put down a very thin bead of glue. So, you know, I've always sort of avoided liquid glue whenever possible, because I don't like that kind of residue that it leaves if you know, put too much on or whatever. And so I really like the Gina K Design Connect Glue because you're able to control it better, and because when it does dry, it dries clear. Now this is not exactly finished drying. There is still a little bit of white part, but you can tell from here that while we've just been sitting here talking, that glue is starting to dry a little bit, and that little spot almost done, almost done. So anyway, all right, I'm going to turn the camera over and talk to you a little bit about the card swap that we've got going on. All right, one moment. Okay, well, I hope that that product review was helpful for you all. And I know if you're like me and you're kind of afraid of using liquid glue because you get it everywhere and you don't have a lot of control over it, definitely you want to check out the Connect glue by Gina K Designs. I will post a link down below where you can pick up this product. And if you've got any other questions about this particular glue or any of the other adhesives that you use, please do comment down below. All right, now the other thing I want to talk to you about is our upcoming card swap. So for those of you who don't know what a card swap is when you create 5 cards of the same design, usually centered around some sort of theme or some stamp set or something like that. You mail those into me, and then I take the swaps from other people and then I trade them out and mail it back to you, and then you get 5 cards, all of different designs from different people. And so we've got one coming up February 9th. They're all due to me by February 9th, and it is a color theme, and we're using the colors pink, red, or purple. You can use all of those colors or just one of those colors, but you have to use at least one of those colors in your card design. I chose those colors because it is going to be February, and of course, you know, we all think of Valentine's Day for February. Now, you don't have to make a Valentine's Day card. It is not a Valentine's theme, but it is a color theme. So you can use those colors to make a thank you card, a birthday card, whatever you want. And you can use other colors outside of those 3 to coordinate perfectly fine. I've got all of the instructions and the guidelines on what to do and what the measurements need to be. I will link that down below. I have a Facebook group that is called Card Makers Card Swaps, and I'll link that below, and that's where I put all of our card swaps there. So if you want to become a member of the group and get notified of upcoming swaps, that's where you're going to need to go. If you're just interested in the upcoming swap, I'll put a link down below. Don't forget, I'll put a link down below also for the blog post where you can get more information about the Gina K Designs Connect Glue. All right. Life happens. I hope you all have a great day. Oh, before I forget, please do me a favor. Hit the like button if you thought this was helpful. Hit the subscribe button if you would like to get notified every time I upload a video. All right, we will see you on the next video. Life happens. I comment. Stamp me some love.